talking about water quality and fertility, you want complete fertilizer options. Your main fertilizer, 17517 is recommended, a calcium nitrate based fertilizer, right? And a constant feed of around 200 to 250 is what we would recommend, as well as maintaining a pH of a 5.7 to a 6.3. Generally speaking, using a 17517, depending on your water source, that pH will drift up over time in the life of your crop because that'll push it a little bit up. If you need to recover some height, or you're for whatever reason, you're a little bit stalled and you need some shoot expansion and elongation, use a push feed of a 20-10-20, right? So a little bit extra phosphorus pushing you up, a little bit more readily active nitrogen going right in at that time. And, know your water pH so you can match your fertilizer program. You might need to add some acid injection to kind of balance it out. Know what your water quality is and match it for your fertilizer.
Yeah, it's important too. I think what's important to understand is the influencers of pH in the water, and pH is not the issue. pH is a snapshot. pH can be buffered and unbuffered. You can have water with no alkalinity or no bicarbonate in the water at all. Pure water, distilled water, you can take 10 gallons of distilled water and move the pH a couple of tenths with a few drops of acid. But you take that same water that has bicarbonate levels up around 350, 400, you could dump a half a gallon of acid in it to get the same movement. So pH is sort of the measurement. Just imagine it's temperature versus heat, right? Alkalinity is the real thing that's going on in the water, that's buffering and making that water want to be, or your media want to be at a certain pH. And the feed, if you have a modest alkalinity, it's really nice because you take something like a 17-5-17, which is virtually a neutral feed, and you can say, all right, now the feed is not so much an influencer on that. Over time, it will drift up a little bit. But if you're going in, with something harder like a 13-2-13, that's definitely going to move it up. If you go in with the 20-10-20, that's going to move it down. So there is, addition to what you want to do with the feed, there is that influence of the buffering in the water. So that's something that I would encourage you guys, if you're not comfortable with water, definitely reach out to us. We can help you work through that.